Think and discover. Think and Discover Malawi Governmental Language School Educational Channel presents Chapter 1 Patterns of a Change. Lesson 4 Acacia Tree and Water Lily. Before I start reading about acacia tree and water lily, we have some guiding words. Acacia tree, acacia tree. Water lily, lotus, water lily, lotus. Creation, creation. Rebirth, rebirth. Analyze historical information. Use historical information to describe a water lily. Before we read, we have two questions here. Question 1. What you learn about the water lily from this textbook's expert? Question 2. Who do you think created this source? Now read with me. The water lily, lotus, in ancient Egypt. Looking at many hieroglyphics, it's easy to see that the lotus, water lily, flower is common in ancient Egyptian works. The meaning of lotus, flower, is associated with rebirth. This is because it closes up at night and then reopens in the sun next day. The ancient Egyptians associated the lotus flower with the sun, which also disappeared in the night only to reappear in the morning. Therefore, the lotus came to symbolize the sun and the creation. So, if we want to answer these questions, what you learn about the water lily from this textbooks? I learned that ancient Egyptians associated the water lily with the sun, as it opens in the morning and closes in the evening. Also associated it with rebirth. Question 2. Who do you think created this source? I think ancient Egyptians, because it was drawn on the walls of ancient Egyptians. In this lesson, we here have another theme. It's blubber. We'll talk today about blubber. What's blubber? It means fats, maybe, in different bodies. Before we read the text, we have some guiding words. Insulator, insulator. Climate, climate. Adaptation, adaptation. Shaver, shaver. Trap, trap. Layers, layers. Let's read them again together. Insulator, insulator. Climate, climate. Adaptation, adaptation. Shaver, shaver. Trap, trap. Layers, layers. all about blubber. As you read the information text, use the following colors to reflect on your learning. Mark the parts you can explain to someone else in blue. If there is something you are still confused about, mark it red. Use green to mark something new or exciting that you learned. In the hands-on activity, vegetable shortening is used to represent blubber in the body. Vegetable shortening is a solid fat at room temperature, like other fats. It's a great insulator. An insulator slows the movement of heat. So, what's the insulator? Insulator is something that slows the movement of heat. Insulator is covered in all times, so it slows the movement of heat to bodies. When you feel cold, heat is moving from your body to the environment. When you put your hand in the shortening bag and then in the ice water, your hand stays warm. You likely do not feel the icy cold water in the bowl. This is because the heat from your hands moves slowly into the shortening. When you put your hand in the empty bag and then into the water, you immediately feel cold. The heat from your hand moves quickly into the ice water. An animal without enough insulation from fat, blubber, or fur might lose too much heat. If an animal's body temperature gets too low, it will not be able to move and live normally. Fat and blubber are very important to animals around the world. The bodies of animals in cold climates have adapted over the course of many generations. Cold climate animals might have other adaptations too. Some can shiver to keep their muscles warm. Some flap their feathers to trap warm air near to the body. Some animals also have thick fur and extra layers of insulating blubber so less heat escapes the body. From this lesson we learn that blubber and fats are very important to animals around the world to keep their bodies warm, to support the cold weather. Thank you for watching me. See you next video. Goodbye.